What is happening? J Gaming Dude here, and I like RPGs because they're full of things to do, whether it be the main quest, the side quest, any sort of quest. I could sit down, play through a good amount of Genshin, and have a lot of quests in front of me. I could play a Tales of game and see the entire quest board. I could sit down and play through Borderlands and go through each of the individual quests on their quest board, so I can complete the area of the Arid Badlands before moving forward to the next area, or go back to Firestone and finish those ones there in the original Borderlands. Quests are abound, and that is where the content comes from when it comes to RPGs. It doesn't need to be side quests, it could be the main quest line. Totally up to you, it just depends on how you want to play the game. However, Bethesda is trying to pioneer something that hurts me on the inside to think about. So effectively what's happened, and I'll be reading directly from this GameSpot article by Louis Joshua Gutierrez I think, but here we go. During the 2024 Xbox Game Showcase, Bethesda provided more details on its upcoming Starfield DLC, Shattered Space. The studio revealed the Starfield Creation Kit, which I think was made available on the day, which allowed players to add new content to the game. However, some players aren't happy that the latest DLC is behind a $7 paywall, however. So to put things into a little bit more perspective, the next paragraph actually does that. In a June update video posted on the studio's official YouTube channel, Bethesda announced that players could download a new series of missions for a group known as the Track Alliance. The problem is that the Vulture is the second in the Tracker Alliance, and it costs $7 to buy. Now, charging for a mission is one thing. Making it $7 is absolutely absurd. And then on top of that, you have this sort of economy whereby you need to pay coins or gems or whatever the premium currency is. So just because it says it costs $7, technically it costs 700 Starfield creation credits. But the problem is you cannot buy 700 Starfield creation credits. The minimum amount you can buy in order to afford the DLC would be 1,000 Starfield creation credits, and that costs $10. So technically you aren't paying $7 for a mission, you're paying $10 for it, but you have 300 Starfield creation credits left. What are those credits even going to be used for? I personally have never played Starfield, so I can't imagine what these creation credits are even going to be used for. Shortly after this was discovered, some fans took to the official Starfield Reddit to voice their concern via PC Gamer. One user jokingly asked if Shattered Space actually just 2 quests in a trench coat. Probably not. Another user simply said charging $7 per quest is stupid. Now, just to give a little bit of an idea about the one user jokingly asked if Shattered Space is actually 2 quests in a trench coat, reason being is that the Shattered Space DLC is going to cost $20. So technically, if you're charging people technically $7, but they actually have to pay $10 for it in order to afford the credits required in order to actually be able to pay for this one quest, I can absolutely understand that. Yeah, grouping maybe 2-3 quests at most. Is that what Shattered Space is going to be? Who knows? But that does actually seem kind of funny coming from that particular user. Players have also been review bombing Starfield on Steam, and as of this writing, this particular article, which came out a few days ago actually, so I am very much late to the party on this one, but again, I feel like this is incredibly important to talk about. It has an overall rating of mixed. Actually, what does Starfield look like on Steam at the moment? Let's have a look-see. Just go, I don't know, 1942. View page. Cool. Okay, so now it's still at mixed, and the ratings are recent at mostly negative. What if I go down a bit? Where are the reviews? I'll just go mostly negative. Yeah, so curated paid mods and everything else. I love this. Note to Bethesda, don't call yourself a masterpiece on your own trailer. No one wants to see you touching yourself. That's funny. Oh, that's a Mozzie, you are great. Holy cow. Okay. Anyway, aside from that absolutely brilliant review that I just saw right now for Starfield, yeah, I can't imagine this going over well, and obviously it isn't. And in fact, for someone like me who specifically likes playing RPGs, you know, the quest log, quest lines, these are all incredibly important aspects to a game story. If they start doing stuff like this, we will eventually find ourselves in a future where the previous EA CEO was right, where in the heat of the moment you pay $1 to reload your weapon. You're out of ammo, so in order to reload ammo or get more ammo faster, you pay $1, because when you're under pressure, you are unlikely to make sound judgment in any way. So obviously you're going to make a mistake and accidentally pay that $1, and then ultimately, and hell, it was $1 maybe 14 years ago. What's not to say that inflation hasn't absolutely bubbled it up to $5, even though that's not how inflation works, by pentupling the amount of the actual number, going from $1 to $5, or hell, sextupling it and going to $6. You know, who knows? But yeah, this is absolutely a gross form of monetization, similar to the idea of giving 2 weeks early access to say something like what was it called, Life is Strange Double Exposure, as another example. This just isn't good in any way, shape or form. There is very little to no value whatsoever, and this is kind of why I'm still very much playing games on my PS3 at the moment, because at least I know that, games are fully functioning and I have, physical copies of them, so it's not like it can be taken away from me. And most games aren't online only or have a bunch of microtransactions that nickel and dime me to the extent that games currently are. So hell, if nothing else, at least that's kind of a beneficial thing. But that might be looking at from a very negative standpoint, given that people who are currently growing up in the current era of gaming are going to see what things are at the moment as normal. So the process of time passing by will cause a level of normalization, and that makes me shudder on the inside. With all that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 300 subs by the end of the year. And with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.